Hello everyone and welcome to Mystics Moonstone's end of year reading. Thought I'd do something a little bit different this year. The only problem is I've got a terrible sore throat, so please bear with me. Just thought we'd have a look at the cards and see, just get a rough look at what's in store for us for the year ahead. Okay, first card we have is Archangel Michael. And it's the clearing card. I think a lot of us will have a lot of energies, a lot of toxins that we need to clear as we go into the new year. A lot of people, when they start the new year, start it quite hungover. Also, a lot of people, when they start the new year, start it with hope, but also start it with a kind of sense that they do need to clear what was in the past. They need to cut ties with the past in order to ring in the new. Okay, so I think the clearing card is a really nice card to have as our January card. Also, Archangel Michael, you know, knowing that we're going into the new year with a little bit of protection. I think that's really nice. Okay, let's look for February. Hope you can all hear me all right. I'm trying not to shout too much because I don't want to make it worse. Okay, as we go into February, we have Archangel Jeremiah and we have the Awakening card. I like this card because she's clutching her heart, and we all know that February is the month of love. So this may be awakening, as in realising that somebody who you thought was just a friend could be much more. It may be, if you're already in a relationship, you start to see it for what it really is and know the potential that it has. Maybe you have a wake-up call of a different kind where you realise that, you know, you're wasting your time with whatever you've got around you at the moment, and you actually deserve so much more and you're worthy of more. So, you know, for some of you it will go one way, for the others it will go another way. But the awakening, it's not only just about romance, even though we're talking about February and the month of love and all that stuff. It's also, sometimes awakening is actually realising that you actually want to follow your heart's desire. That may be to do with career, it may be to do with where you want to live. You know, it can be any situation around you, but you're fed up with just accepting the mediocre, and it's actually time to follow your heart's desire. So watch out, February, you might start to get those feelings. Archangel Jeremiah is the one who helps you to reflect back, take a stock take, realise that maybe where you've been coming from isn't quite where you want to be going to. So, you know, you do that stock take, you do that reflection, and you find a way of actually moving forward in a way that follows your heart's desire. Okay, let's look to March. March, we have Archangel Raphael, and we have the healing. Now this is interesting because it's not healing as in physical healing so much, but this is more emotional healing. It's about being true to your solar plexus. It's about stepping back into your power. Lots of lovely yellow here. It can also, Archangel Raphael can be, if you're on a healing path, actually just helping you to sort of go forward and find the right way for you that actually helps you to step into your power. So if you are following the healing path, watch out. You know, March will be a time where you'll really start to feel that you're coming into your power. Okay, if you've been trying to heal yourself, but not so much on the physical side, as I'm saying, but more on the psychological, emotional side, you may feel that March is when you start to feel a little bit more uplifted. Okay, let's go to April. In April, we have Archangel Raphael as well, so he's still staying around, and now it's moved more from the emotional into the health itself. And that is a really good sign, because health isn't that you need healing, it's that you are in good health. There's lots of lovely green shoots there, so Archangel Raphael's going to be doing his work for some of you and really bringing in the results. If you're learning to cope with a new diagnosis, a condition that needs to have a little bit of handling, you may find that March is when you get all the information about it, because yellow is the colour of knowledge, and April is when you start to kind of settle down and feel, I can do this, I can cope with this is fine, I'm going to change my life around with this. Okay, let's have a look and see what May has in store. May has Archangel Ragu, and it's a conflict resolution card. Okay, this may be April is Easter time, so it's nice to know that peace is coming in. If there's been a little bit of a rift around you, maybe it's a family rift, maybe it's with a loved one, maybe it's with a work colleague, you know. When Archangel Ragu comes in, he helps to solve that conflict. He helps to bring in harmony again. Okay, I often say with the conflict resolution, sometimes the biggest battle you face is actually the internal battle. So maybe April for some of you will be a time where you start to think, actually I'm fed up with fighting myself, okay, and I want to be true to myself, I want to follow my authentic self, and you know, I want to be at peace. Okay, the more you're at peace, the more harmony you will feel. Okay, so let's go to May. Feels really strange going through the year. Well, we haven't even begun it yet. Okay, we have Archangel Jophiel and we have the card of Illumination. That's a lovely card for May because to me Archangel Jophiel, one of her colours, pink, I was thinking the pink blossom of May, and she's all about beauty and just seeing the beauty all around you, and May is one of those months where you can't fail to see the beauty of nature all around you. No matter how you're feeling, it gives you a little bit of uplift. But she also helps you to see the simple beauty in your life and to actually start to feel grateful, that gratitude, you know, and the more you feel grateful, the more you give praise and thanks for what you have, the more you're attracting more of the same into your life. Okay, so that's May. Let's see what we have for the summer solstice month. Okay, we have Archangel Jeremiah and we have clarity. So if you're looking for, if as you go through the year you're looking for answers, you may find that as you go into June that the answers start to come forward. There's lots of purple on this card, so the clarity will be linked to your intuition, to actually being able to pick up the signs and actually just listen to what's being brought in around you. Okay, July. July sees Archangel Gabriel and communication. Okay, this may be communication that you've been waiting for. There's a heart on this, so it's about something that you want, something positive, something that makes your heart feel joyous. It may be if you've been out of touch with someone, you get back into touch, reunions for July. Okay, positive communication. But Archangel Gabriel is also about new beginnings. Okay, so you may find that it may be confirmation of a new job if you've been looking for one, or you know, just being able to make that new beginning, whatever the situation in your life is. You know, these cards will resonate with different people at different times in different ways, and that's why I always try and sort of bring in everything that comes in as I look at the card, because I know I'm not just reading for one person in this. Okay, so watch out. July is a really positive time for communication, a really, really positive time for that new beginning, for going forward. Okay, so into August. August, we see Archangel Sandalphon and we see prayers. When this card comes up, it's a lovely kind of positive card, which is, you know, relax, go with the flow and your prayers will be answered. The universe has heard your prayers. They are trying to do something about it, and, you know, something positive will be brought in. I always say with prayers, remember they can be answered in a different way to what you send them out, but the universe has a much bigger picture. Okay, if you're praying to, I don't know, get together with someone, and the universe knows that's not really your life partner and your life partner's just around the corner, then, you know, what they may do is they'll listen to the part that, you know, that you want to feel loved, you know, you want to be in a wonderful relationship, but it won't be with that person, it'll be with the person who's coming in. Okay, so quite often, you know, our prayers are answered and you think, you know, why did they answer it that way? But, you know, the real reason is the universe sees a much bigger picture. We only see a glimpse. Okay, we're up to September, I think. We are, aren't we? Yes. Yeah. Yes, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Okay. You can see this isn't scripted, can't you? Okay, so we have Archangel Raziel and Hidden Worlds. Okay, I always want to change that card's title, and I said it before, to Hidden Words, because quite often when I do a reading, it's more about things that aren't being said, or things that are kind of coming to light. You start to see through things. Archangel Raziel is a mystic of the angels, so your intuition helps you to sort of, you know, cut through all the BS and actually get to what it is that you actually need to see, the truth, the authenticity of the moment, of, you know, of the situation. Okay, so things coming to light, you're starting to understand things. That's October. Okay, I can't believe we got through the year so quickly. That's what's wrong with me there. Okay, I really kind of felt like I want to go September, October with that, didn't I? And I really lost count. So I think there may be a reason for that as well. So for some of you, you may find the prayers and, you know, and the hidden worlds finding out things, things kind of coming forward for you may just be a little bit delayed. So what could prayers not being answered in September but in October, and just kind of going towards the end of October for getting the answers. Okay, I just feel that that kind of comes on 2 layers there. Okay, we have November, and we have the card of forgiveness and Archangel Zadkiel, emotional healing. And I really feel that the forgiveness is not just for other people, but it's for ourselves, okay? Because as we go through the year, especially by the time we get to November, we start to worry, we've got enough for Christmas again. We're in that cycle, aren't we? And a lot of people are really harsh on themselves around November time. You know, it's the one thing, I wrote a few blogs about it this year, you know, where, you know, I really found people were really judging themselves, especially parents were judging themselves. They didn't feel they were good enough, you know, in the run-up to Christmas, you know, and I think sometimes you just have to forgive yourself, and you just have to stop being so harsh on yourself, and I feel that's really important. But it's also important, I think, at that time of year, as we're kind of going towards the festive season, to actually try and forgive those who maybe have let you down, because in the end they've let themselves down. You know, anybody who's taken themselves out of your life has lost you. Okay, and you know, if you value yourself, you'll know what a loss that was. So, you know, I'm not saying forgive and let everybody back into your life who's toxic or negative, but just stop wasting energy on them and just move forward and forgive yourself, and you'll find that you'll go through to the festive season with a much more lighter heart. Okay, there's a heart on there and it's almost white, and you know, and I think that is what you're aiming for, that kind of healing and a lightness of the heart. Okay, as we go through to December, we have Archangel Metatron and children. And you know something, I think December is the month for children, you know, and not just little children, big children as well, because we all turn back into being children as we go through the festive time. You know, we all start to think back on family traditions, we try to reenact them, you know, we play silly games, we get involved with the music. So, you know, so to me, yes, you know, December is about children, and it's about getting in touch with your inner child, you know. And as I'm looking at this card, I'm seeing the blue and I'm going, blue for joy, blue for a boy, you know. And we all know the Christmas story is of a little boy who came to the earth and brought joy. You know, so I think this is very, very apt. But I think for some of you, there will be a child coming, or news of a child coming to the family. Not necessarily a boy, but I feel more towards the boy, if I'm going to be honest. And I just feel that December will be a very, very joyful month for some of you. Just open your heart and your arms to receive him. I also feel that where the blue is, where the butterfly is, I feel it's about your inner child. And I feel the more you get in touch with your inner child, the more joyous you feel. So the two kind of go together. So, you know, Archangel Metatron is the angel who helps you to get organised, helps you to get everything sort of, you know, bring in the motivation to get everything on track. And I think that's the one thing that I would say, the key to actually surviving a December is to embrace your inner child. So, you know, dance around the room to the Christmas songs, whatever, you know, take up all the old traditions that made you feel good as a child. Really embrace it, have fun with it, watch all the movies, whatever, you know, and just let your inner child out for a while. And I think, and also be organised. Try and organise yourself as soon as possible, you know, just kind of organising it and keeping motivated and letting your inner child out, and I think December can be a wonderful month. Okay, so that seems to be the year. I'm not going to go back and do a big recount on that because it's just a lot, and I don't think my throat would cope with that, and this is a little bit different to what we normally do. So just remember, the year comes in with Archangel Michael, okay, the angel of protection. We then have Archangel Jeremiah in February, so it's a lot of reflection, a lot of to stock taking really. Archangel Raphael for healing, he stays for March and April. Archangel Ragu helping to heal rifts, okay, in May. Then we have Archangel Jophiel, bringing in all the beauty. Archangel Jeremiah, once again, looking back, but also for the clarity coming in. Archangel Gabriel, new beginnings. Then we have our prayers being answered in September. October, we see things coming to light. As I said, there may be a little bit of delay for some of you with those two. Archangel Zadkiel, a little bit of emotional healing in the November. And we have Archangel Metatron at the end, and children, and that's about embracing the children in your life, the children to come into your life, and also your inner child. Okay, with that I will say Happy New Year to you all. I hope 2017 brings you love, health, laughter, everything you desire, okay? But most of all, I hope 2017 brings you the courage to be yourself and just be happy. Love and light to you all. Bye.